You and your pride and your ego. You just had to be the man.
Ego can be a double-edged sword. It can drive us to achieve great things, but if left unchecked, it can also lead to our downfall. So what exactly is ego? And why can it get so dangerous?
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
Ego is essentially our sense of self-importance and self-esteem. It's the voice in our head that tells us who we are and how we should be treated. While a healthy ego is necessary for confidence and self-respect, an inflated ego can lead to arrogance and a sense of superiority over others. Psychologists often describe ego using Sigmund Freud's model, which includes ID, ego, and superego. The ego mediates between primal desires and our moral standards, helping us function in reality.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
But when the ego becomes too dominant, it can overshadow our ability to empathize and connect with others. It's like trying to see the world through a pair of sunglasses at night. Everything gets distorted. An inflated ego can manifest in several harmful ways. It can lead to arrogance, where you overestimate your abilities and undervalue others. This can damage relationships, create conflicts, and isolate you from those around you. Think of it as walking around with blinders on, only seeing what boosts your ego and ignoring everything else. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals with high levels of narcissism, which is often linked to an inflated ego, tend to have more conflicts in personal and professional relationships. They also struggle with accepting criticism and learning from their mistakes. It's like trying to cook a meal without ever tasting it. Ego can also cloud your judgment and decision making. When your ego is in control, we may take unnecessary risks or make impulsive decisions just to prove ourselves. This can lead to poor outcomes in both personal and professional contexts. Imagine making a major business decision based solely on proving a point rather than what's best for the company. A recipe for a disaster, right? A research article from Harvard Business Review highlights how leaders with unchecked egos often make decisions that benefit themselves rather than their teams and organizations. This can lead to toxic environment and ultimately harm the organization's success. It's like trying to win a race by running in the wrong direction. An inflated ego doesn't just affect the person who has it. It impacts everyone around them. People with big egos can create a toxic environment whether at home, work, or in social circles. Their need to be right and superior can stifle creativity and collaboration, leading to resentment and tension. Research from the University of California suggests that working under an egoistic leader can lead to decreased job satisfaction and higher turnover rates among employees. The constant need for validation and recognition can drain the energy and motivation of those around them. Start by asking yourself if you often feel the need to be right, if you dismiss others' opinions, or if you seek constant praise. If you notice these tendencies, it's time to take action.